Have you ever felt like you're giving your whole heart, but somehow it still isn't enough? Let me ask you something. Have you ever lost someone deeply, yet still felt misunderstood, unappreciated, or emotionally alone? You're not broken, you're not unlovable, and you're definitely not too much. You're human. And today we were going to talk about a powerful truth that can completely transform the way you experience love, connection, and intimacy. So take a deep breath and let's begin. Most people don't leave relationships because they stop loving. They leave because they stop feeling seen. They stop feeling heard. They stop feeling safe to be themselves. And maybe you babe in Terry. You send a long message explaining how you feel, and they reply with, okay. You try to start a deep conversation and they change the subject. You express hurt and they become defensive. And slowly, quietly, painfully, you begin to pull back. Not because you want to, but because it hurts to keep reaching. And this is one of the most common emotional experiences in modern relationships. Two people, same relationship, completely different emotional worlds. And psychology has a lot to say about why this happens. Most relationship problems are not communication problems. They are emotional safety problems. Because when a person does not feel emotionally safe, they cannot be emotionally open. They may still love you, they may still care, but their nervous system is in protection mode, and a nervous system in protection mode shuts down, fights, or avoids, and none of these mean, I don't love you. They mean I don't feel safe enough to show my vulnerability. And love alone is not enough to sustain a relationship. What sustains a relationship is emotional safety, mutual respect, consistency, and the ability to repair after conflict. Because without emotional safety, love becomes painful. You start walking on eggshells. You start filtering your thoughts. You start shrinking, and slowly you lose yourself. While healthy love does the opposite. Healthy love makes you feel seen, heard, accepted, and safe. And this is not fantasy. This is psychology. You did not learn how to love from romantic partners. You learned how to love from childhood, from how conflict was handled, from how emotions were responded to, from whether you were comforted or dismissed. And your brain built a blueprint of what love feels like, what connection looks like, and what you must do to be accepted. And you carry that blueprint into adulthood, which is why some people chase emotionally unavailable partners, fear abandonment, avoid closeness, or become overly dependent. Not because they're broken, but because their nervous system learned certain survival strategies. And understanding this replaces shame with compassion. Psychology identifies for attachment styles: secure, anxious, avoidant, and fearful avoidant. And none of these are bad. They are adaptations. And the good news is that attachment styles are patterns, and patterns can be changed. Most fights are not about dishes, money, or text messages. They are about I don't feel important. I don't feel valued. And I don't feel chosen. And when your partner says you never listen, they usually mean I don't feel understood. And when you say you don't care, you usually mean I'm hurting. And under every angry sentence is a vulnerable one. And learning to hear that softer message is a relationship superpower. Before reacting, pause, take one slow breath, and ask yourself, what is my partner really needing right now? Not, how do I win? And not, how do I prove I'm right? But how do I protect the connection? And this shift alone can transform how you handle conflict. Validation does not mean agreeing. It means acknowledging. Saying things like, I can see why you feel that way. It makes sense, and I care about how this affects you, because validation lowers defenses and builds safety, and instead of criticizing with you, never spend time with me. You can speak with curiosity by saying, I've been missing you lately. Can we spend more time together? Same need, different delivery. And when emotions are high and logic is low, take a 20-minute break to calm your nervous system, then return. Because this is neuroscience, not weakness. You are not too emotional, you are not too needy, and you are not too sensitive. You are a human with emotional needs, and the right partner does not make you feel ashamed for having a heart. The right partner wants to understand it, and the most attractive trait long-term is not looks, money, or status. It is emotional maturity, the ability to take responsibility, apologize, sincerely regulate emotions, and communicate respectfully, and that is rare, powerful, and magnetic. So ask yourself, have you been expressing your needs or hiding them? Have you been listening to respond or listening to understand? Have you been choosing familiarity or choosing health? Because awareness is the first step to change, and healing starts by learning your attachment style, practicing emotional regulation, communicating clearly, choosing growth-oriented partners, and being patient with yourself, because healing is not linear. You will make mistakes, and that's okay. Progress beats perfection. You deserve a love that feels safe, a love where you don't to beg, chase, or shrink. You deserve a love that meets you in the middle, and it starts with becoming emotionally safe within yourself. And if this message resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. And comment below what pattern you're working on healing, because your story matters. And remember, love is not about finding a perfect person. It's about building a safe connection between two imperfect humans. You are capable of that. You are worthy of that. And you are not alone on this journey. So take a deep breath. You're growing, and that matters.